There's no hierarchy. There's it's like flat hierarchy. Everyone is super nice to you, and they will treat you like as one of their own people.
Welcome back to another success story. I'm Raul from Find a Job in Germany, and I'm here today with Syed. Syed
Hello,
from
everyone.
Pakistan. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm good as well. Syed, thank you so much for taking the time to drop by and share with our community your insights about life in Germany, about your journey with us. And this is what we're going to discuss today. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Guys, Syed from Karachi, Pakistan, cyber security expert with a focus on data protection. You used to live and work in Karachi in Saudi Arabia and now decided to move to Germany. How come? Why? And what is the reason you wanted to move to Germany and decided to join FAJIG?
Well, thank you so much, Raul. First of all, thank you for having me as well here. It's my honor to be here with you, and I will start actually with the life in Germany, right? And I will begin from the very beginning of my life when I got first time the introduction of Germany. It was during, it's a funny story, but the first time I knew about Germany, it was from the 2002 World Cup, the football World Cup, right? That Germany won. And, I still remember the time when we used to play Sega, we used to play Atari games and, the FIFA games as well. And Germany was the go-to team to select, right? It was with the white jersey, right? So it was wonderful to see them, and that was my introduction to Germany. And the second introduction that I got from about Germany was when so a couple of my uncles they used to work for a very big corporation here in Germany. They worked for that company for like 45 years. That's a huge timeline, right? So we were always inspired because of them, and they used to travel to Germany here as well, and they used to brought so many sweets from here, and that was my second introduction. But when I actually stepped into the professional life, right, then I got to learn about, okay, there is something that's called work-life balance. There is something that's called the mindfulness and the things like that, right? And so I started researching about different countries where this thing is followed closely. So I think Germany was among one of the best countries that really offers work-life balance, and yeah, that was, I think, the critical factor, because I used to work for a lot of different companies in Pakistan and Saudi Arabia as well, and those were like very high impact companies, but at the same time there were like so many projects going on at the same time. So sometimes there were like situations where you will have to I was having to work on weekends as well. And then obviously at some point you realize that, okay, it's not going to be sustainable forever. And then I started researching about it, and I got to know about Germany. And why FAJIG? Another of your interesting questions. So I was really following you guys from 2020, or maybe just a while back from 2020. And there were like so many such success stories that like this, like this. Today I'm sitting here, but I used to watch videos like this, and I got inspired. And then I did research about FAJIG on Google. There were like, the reviews were really good, really genuine. And then I stumbled upon one of the review. It was from the person who I knew from like my personal life.
Okay.
Yeah. So after that, I got convinced that, okay, this is real, and we can begin with the journey. And when I actually started the journey, it was very smooth.
Okay, cool. We will talk about that in a second. But have you actually applied for jobs before, or you started the job hunt, job search in Germany only with us?
I think it was only with FAJIG because in the past I used to apply for different jobs, but it was not specifically, I was not specifically targeting Germany, right? It was just, okay, this is interesting, let's apply. But there was no strategy. And but again, Germany was the priority, but it was like without any strategy.
Okay, cool. And we just checked it here. You came sometime in May, beginning of May 2024, and then after 3 months, you had your offer in your hands. Maybe in a few sentences, what did we do with you during the time here in our program, and what are the biggest insights that you would like to share with the community?
I think the first thing that is a highlight as well. Fajik's team really worked on the strategy of who I really am professionally. They really try to understand who I am, and after they had the understanding that okay, what are my skills, what are my qualities, they really helped me build a CV that had impact, at least in the German market. And that was, I think, the turning point. And from there on, I had like different kind of supports in crafting the CV. There were like different sessions with Raul, with Luciano, and they really had some feedbacks on like how I can improve my CV, and what exactly I am doing right, and what is in their opinion is not up to the expectations of German market, right? So that was the beginning, and from there on, I had like all kind of support in during this journey. For example, I got this interview call,
Mock-up
and
training.
mock-up training was one of the things that I had the chance to take up on. And besides that, there were like precise steps after each and every interview. They were just asking for the feedback, like how your interview went, and then accordingly they used to give me some insights. Okay, what next is coming, and how you can prepare for that. So I think that was very, very impactful.
Yeah, and you mentioned it. It is very important if you want to crack interview rounds, you need to be able also to reflect upon your performance, to know what you need to do better in case you get rejections, but also to prepare you for the upcoming rounds. And that's where we want to support you to get that mindset. Okay, every step you do is strategy. Questions you ask will help you to perform better in the next rounds. Or also, if you get rejections, let's evaluate your situation to see what you can do for upcoming interview rounds or invites, so that we don't do the same mistakes again. And that is why it's so important to have this interview rounds preparations. What would you say is, if you compared interview rounds in Saudi Arabia, but also in Pakistan, what would you say is different if you compare the interview process here in Germany with those you are used to?
In Germany, the different thing is the interview process is very different and very structured here, right? They test you for their cultural fit, they test you for their team fit, they ask you about your professional journey. And the other thing that I was really shocked, the casualty of the, I mean, like the casualness in the interview process, right? I was sitting with my now manager. I was having the interview with my now director as well, and they were super casual with me. They were very genuine. They were
No
very
hierarchy. At least you
exactly,
didn't
yeah.
feel the hierarchy.
I don't think so. I have this feeling there is no hierarchy. There's it's like flat hierarchy. Everyone is super nice to you, and they will treat you like as one of their own people, perhaps.
Cool. And that is exactly the reason why companies have these team fit or cultural fit grade, because they want to hire a new colleague. And that is what you want to prepare for as well.
Correct.
Okay, Syed, thank you so much for sharing the first insights. We're going to talk also more about your work-life balance here, also about your future plans here with your family and so on. Thank you so much, Syed. And if you are also interested to become one of the success stories as Syed today, then feel free to schedule a call with us and we will guide you through the process and make sure you're going to be here very soon. All the best. Take care.
Bye bye.
And thank you so much, Syed.